Welcome back to my channel, guys. Today we'll be diving straight into one of the most amazing couture techniques in pattern making: advanced contouring. If you've ever seen a dress that sits perfectly smooth on the body with no visible dart, yet it hugs the body like it was carved for that person, this is how it was done. Contouring removes tiny strategic amounts of fabric in the hollow areas of the body, places that don't normally go, so the garment fits cleanly, stays close to the skin, and looks sculpted from every angle. And today I'll be showing you exactly how couture designers contour the neckline, the bust, the waist, the back, even around cutouts. Guys, this is one of my favorite topics to teach, so let's jump in. Let's start with a simple definition. Contouring is not dart shaping. Darts take out large amounts of intake to go over the bust or into the waist. Contouring removes tiny amounts, usually between 0.2 cm to 1 cm, to match the hollow curves of the body. And these hollows are those spaces we all have above the bust, between the bust, at the neckline, under the bust, around the armhole, and the lower part of the back. So if what you want is a really fitted garment and you skip contouring, your garment will gape, collapse, or look loose and baggy, even when the dart shaping is correct. So contouring doesn't replace darts. It's the invincible fine-tuning that makes a garment look truly custom made. Guys, neckline gaping is the #1 place beginners run into trouble without appropriate contouring. Here's what actually happens. The upper chest of the body is slightly concave. It curves inward. So if your neckline edge is drafted as a straight V neckline, for example, the fabric has nowhere to go and it falls forward. To fix this, as you can see if you regularly watch my sewing tutorials, we remove about 0.5 to 2 cm around the neckline and then blend it towards the bust points. And here is a couture secret you didn't know before. The deeper or wider the neckline is, the more contouring you need. So take that 0.5 to 2 cm as just the baseline, because you may need to contour more amounts than that. That's why plunging V neckline and dramatic square neckline stay smooth, secure, and fit against the skin. And doing all of this on your pattern before cutting means the moment you cut your fabric and are done sewing, the contour disappears, but the fit of your design looks flawless. Now for cutouts. Cutouts are contouring in disguise, because anytime you cut out fabric near a curved part of the body, maybe at the side waist or the under bust, the remaining edge will automatically open or gape outward. That's why so many cutout designs look loose, floppy, or show a gap between the skin and the garments. To control that, designers remove between 0.5 to 2 cm or more around the cutout edge, depending on where the cutout is located, the fabric stretch, or how tightly you want the cutout edge to sit. It's a simple adjustment, but it makes a world of difference between a cutout that looks high-end and one that looks homemade. For busts, yes, we all know that shape the bust, but couture uses contouring to refine the bust shape even further. There are two major contour zones around the bust. #1, above the bust. This area is naturally hollow. If you skip it, you see neckline gaping and armhole wrinkles, especially in sleeveless designs. #2, under the bust. This is essential for strapless bodices, bustiers, and evening wear. So removing between 0.5 to 1 cm gives that sculpted fit to your under bust. It's subtle, but once you know it's there, like I'm showing you or teaching you, you'll see it in every luxury garment. Guys, strapless garments fall down for one major reason: the contouring needed is missing. A strapless bodice needs a continuous reduction around the upper neck edge, a smooth, even contour that shapes above the bust, under the bust like we discussed before, along the sides, and across the upper back neck edge. This isn't a dart. It's a controlled removal of fabric to keep the body snug and secure to the body. That's how you get that sculpted corset-like fit without actually adding a corset to your garments. Now guys, you can't go forget the back. So if you look at your back, you'll see that area between the shoulder blades curves inward, and if you don't contour it, you'll see gaping zippers, loose back necklines, wrinkles near the shoulders. And removing just about 1 cm to 2 cm around the back cleans up all of that for you. It's tiny, but it's transformative. So when should you contour and when should you switch to panels? Watch my previous video on panels and how professional designers use them to achieve perfect fit to learn more about that. Now back to today's video. Use contouring when you want a smooth finish, subtle shaping, and invincible refinement. Use panels when you need major shaping, sculptural silhouettes, or design lines that are part of the look. But one thing to note is that couture designers use both of them in harmony, and that's how they achieve those clean, sculpted, beautifully balanced, fitted silhouettes. Now, let me give you a quick visual example. Here on a basic bodice, I'm adding neckline contouring, bust contouring, armhole contouring, and a small back reduction. Notice how tiny these adjustments are, but how dramatically they change the way the block sits on the body. I'm not showing you how to draft a full block here. That's what I teach inside my private course, but this shows exactly how contouring elevates the block you already have. So guys, if you're loving these advanced pattern making lectures and you want to learn how to draft the actual basic blocks I'm using in every demo, check out my full pattern drafting course where I'll teach you how to draft those blocks step by step. Tap the link right above your screen to learn more about it. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Hit the subscribe button below your screen and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.